Good morning and welcome to the Realopedia Dubai and Dubai Real Estate Institute webinar. This is a Dubai Real Estate Knowledge Scene Series 1. So welcome everyone on board, and we hope that you enjoy our webinar today. The purpose of today's webinar is to bring you news on Dubai and procedures and introduce you to Realopedia. My name is Laura Schwery and I am the founder and CEO of Realopedia. I am your host and MC. Now, during the webinar, if you have any questions, kindly raise your hand or type the question and we'll be more than happy to answer you. In the meantime, please note that we will be sending you a link with this webinar along with a tutorial on how to log into Realopedia, as well as a link where you can post your questions on anything that you need from both DREI and Realopedia. A little bit about the webinar today. We're going to, again, introduce you to Realopedia, give you an overview of Dubai Vision and current projects, give you information on the real estate market and the update, and the awareness do's and don'ts, which will be presented to you today by the CEO of DREI, the trainers, Mohammed Al-Wadia and Hibber Jaber from the Dubai Real Estate Institute. So a little bit about Realopedia. It is a global real estate portal and a business networking marketplace for social and marketing for the real estate professionals. It is a platform where investors can search for commercial and residential properties and opportunities, make sure that they find registered agents that are compliant with the laws of their countries, real estate companies, developers, and service providers, as in banks, legal, architects, and so forth. The Realopedia USA crowdfunding platform is a platform where you can collect opportunities from across the globe for investment opportunities to build wealth. This will be a live Q4 of 2016 through Realopedia USA office. Realopedia offers a data bank of real estate insights, statistics reports, webinars, podcasts, audio and visual, exhibitions with our partners, education and training through its Knowledge Hub. And it is your gateway to real estate with worldwide connectivity and global reach. Now, when we speak about education and training, we are very happy to be announcing that we will be, along with our partners, Dubai Real Estate Institute, be offering the master's degree program, the first ever in online learning through Dubai, United Arab Emirates. And these courses will be structured online, and we will keep you updated throughout the year as to when the courses will be offered online. Coming back to Realoopedia's exposure, it is a B2B and a B2C portal, which means that from a B2B perspective, members can interact, and a B2C portal is where investors can interact with the members. On TechCrunch, there's a very interesting article that's written about unicorn companies and the impact and how professionals will be earning their living in the future, and it is all going to be online. The platform brings you global reach, connectivity, and networking, and is all about bringing the investors and end-user customers, certified agents and brokers, service providers, and developers, which is why it is extremely honorable for us today to be bringing you DREI and their top trainers and the CEO of DREI to talk to you about how regulations work and the do's and don'ts of the industry. Realopedia is a marketplace for investors and customers, real estate professionals, and developers. It brings you statistics to date from January when we launched to today. You have over 67,000 agents, over 107,000 properties, over 17.4 million impressions in hits in 25 countries that have viewed Realopedia in 29 languages, and we have today conducted over 35 webinars. Now, the key benefits of being on Realopedia, again, you find investment opportunities, you can reach certified professionals, create your personal and company profile, upload unlimited listings, Be part of the Developers Preferred Agents program, access global networking platforms and marketplace, and be privy to all the information in the Knowledge Hub. And of course, you can be in the directory where people can search for you and find your registered company or you as a registered broker on the portal. The business networking platform and marketplace is a platform where deals happen. Imagine looking at your app or your computer where you can browse through investment opportunities the way you would be browsing through a CNN app or a news app, and click on that opportunity to be able to connect with the professional. Sign an NDA online, sign the commission agreement online, whether you're an agent to agent or whether you are a customer to agent. It is also a marketplace where the professional can advertise what they are looking for in other markets, whether you're looking for a hotel in Spain, or whether you're looking for a marina in Florida, or maybe you're looking for land to develop in Turkey. All of this are opportunities where the real estate professional can upload their request on a B2B basis between agents to agents, but it is also a marketplace where the investor can log in, browse through the opportunities that are posted from around the world, click, connect with the professional, sign an NDA, sign the commission agreement, and use the transactional tools that are there to be able to make deals happen. The networking platform and marketplace, there you go, in a nutshell on a slide. You've got the B2B on the left and you've got the B2C on the right. So again, searching, connecting, building, expanding, connecting. It's the LinkedIn of a real estate platform where you connect to like-minded professionals on Realopedia. The Developers Preferred Agent program is a program where developers can market their programs to agents around the world. So imagine sitting in Florida and wanting to sell a real estate product in Dubai. Imagine sitting in Turkey and wanting to sell a product in Dubai. Imagine sitting in Dubai and wanting to sell a project in England. What DPAP brings you are certified professionals that are updated on the different developers programs on Realopedia through marketing, through newsletters, and through the Developers Preferred Agents program. And you as the agent, your data will be collated, sent to the developer once you click on the application form, and you will be able to apply to that development project, sign the commission agreement directly with the developer, upload the data that's there, white label the product that the developer has built in the marketing component for you, and sell to your real estate clients worldwide by sitting in the comfort of your own home. Agents and real estate companies can benefit by being part of the DPAP program. It's all about browsing, applying, signing, and accessing and white labeling the market resource library. The Media Center is a platform where interviews done, radio interviews done, beautiful TV commercials about real estate by one of the top professionals in Dubai can be shared on Realopedia, and any information that you have shared in your community can be shared in the Media Center on Realopedia. The Knowledge Hub is the pedia side of Realopedia, where you'll have news about the markets, and crowdfunding, again, as we talked about, will be Q4. What we offer is, again, global visibility, social networking groups, visibility, platforms, media centers, and so forth. And very important is our corporate social responsibility, where we, as Realopedia, have kids in need, where we support underprivileged children, and a percentage of each paid membership goes to the charity that we review on the board yearly. Our first charity was with Dubai Cares under their initiative in 2015, where we helped to build a school in Nepal. And we will continue building relationships with charities. Without further ado, I would like to introduce you to the well-renowned and wonderful Mr. Mahmoud Hisham El-Barai, the CEO of Dubai Real Estate Institute, who will talk to you about the Institute and the real estate market.
Well, good morning, everyone. My name is Mahmoud Al-Burai. I am the CEO of Dubai Real Estate Institute. Um, it is a great pleasure and honor to be here today on this platform, working and partnering with Realopedia. And here I would like to say Dubai's vision is to be a smart city. And partnering with Realopedia on providing education and awareness online, this is one of the steps that we are doing to make sure that the knowledge and awareness reach everyone. Um, if you see on the slides, this is how Dubai looked in 1973, and these pictures are taken from NASA. The red dots shows the level of urbanization. So if we go back to 1973, you hardly see any red dots on Dubai's pictures taken by NASA. If you go to 2008 and then 2010, you see all these red points shows the level of urbanization and how much buildings and constructions were built in Dubai in the last 20 years. This wouldn't have happened without a key point of success, which is the leadership of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai. So Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid, he focused or he overemphasized on the buzzword, which is trust. Whatever we do in Dubai real estate market, we try our best to make sure that people trust us, people trust our laws, regulations, system. When they trust us, they will come, they will invest, and they reinvest. And this is what happened. In Dubai today, we talk about 209 nationalities investing in our market, even more than the nationalities registered in the United Nations system. This shows the level of trust in our system. Even in Ramadan and summer times, transactions were more than 300 millions per day, 300 million dirhams per day. We have a lot of new investors and quality investors coming from all over the world. We are too optimistic, and we think that the future of Dubai even is more brilliant than what you see today, because of a simple thing. Dubai is trying to be the smartest city on earth, the most sustainable city on earth, the most livable, accessible city, a city for people, city for families, city for business. And the most important thing is the event that everyone is waiting for, Expo 2020. So these are the laws and regulation that Dubai Land Department introduced to the market since 2006. And most of these laws helped us to make sure that our real estate environment is very transparent and the protection is there. So we have protection for all the stakeholders involved in this market. So from 2006 till 2016, we made sure in Dubai Land Department that we have the best real estate environment ever, that we protect the investors, we protect the brokers, we protect the developers, we protect everyone. Internationally, this has been recognized. So if you go to Doing Business Index, and this is by the World Bank, Dubai is ranked among top 10 worldwide when it comes to registering property. So we are one of the top 10 worldwide because of the ease of registration, because of the protection that we provide. And we are aiming to be number one. Also, if it comes to transparency, according to Jones Lang LaSalle Index, we are the most transparent market in the Middle East and North Africa, and we are planning to be one of top 10 most transparent market worldwide. And by this, I would like to thank you and just tell you that Dubai Real Estate Institute, with 45,000 people we trained so far, with our focus on education, research, and awareness, and international relations, working with the United Nations and World Bank and so many international organizations, we are going to continue this series of webinars with Realopedia and make sure that we bring you the best education. And I'm so happy to introduce our two best instructors today, the Wolf of Real Estate, Muhannad Al-Wadiya, who's very soon will start, and the Queen of Positive Energy, Heba Jaber. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahmoud. Good morning, everyone. My name is Muhannad Al-Wadiya. I'm a senior trainer and advisor at the Dubai Real Estate Institute, and I'm the CEO of Harbor Real Estate. I also co-produce and present Me'mar, which is the first of its kind reality property TV show in the region, and soon we'll have a radio show version as well. So I'm going to be talking to you today about the Dubai real estate market updates with focus on what happened during the first half of 2016. Obviously, since the infamous economic crisis hit the globe, everybody was affected. Nobody was immune from the crisis. Individuals, companies, all sectors, economic sectors, and even governments. We've seen some of the markets recover and weather the storm in a better way. Having said that, there was an effect definitely in all property markets around the globe, and Dubai was one of them as well. When it comes to also looking at the political instability that happened recently during the first half of 2016, with the highlight being the UK exiting the EU, that also had an effect on the confidence levels for investors across the region. The Dubai market, believe it or not, numbers will speak louder in the next slide, has managed to still go on with a very strong momentum. We've seen a lot of growth across all different sectors. If you were following the Dubai market, you've heard, and you surely have heard about all the new launches that happened during the first half of 2016, and even since Dubai won the bid to host the Expo 2020. When it comes to actual numbers, a lot of people were surprised about the results of the first half being 113 billion dirhams in terms of volume of transactions, which a lot of people criticized because it represented a 12% decline compared to the last year. But this did not really tell the whole story. If you look at the figures, this actual number, the 113 billion, were generated by 28,251 transactions, which is almost 25% higher than last year's number of transactions. This means only one thing, that we're having now more transactions, more confidence from end users, and more people buying affordable houses, which is, in my opinion, and in any real estate professional's opinion, the most sustainable sector. And this is a very healthy indication that the Dubai property market is doing very well. When it comes to other sectors, the hotel occupancy rates remained healthy, although there were some heat in terms of the daily rates, which were under pressure because of the softening demand. The retail market didn't see a much increase in terms of rates, but we're still seeing most of the big malls around the city expanding, and this is also a very healthy sign. And I think everybody is extremely optimistic about all the benefits that the Expo 2020 will bring to Dubai. When it comes to the commercial market, in terms of office and industrial, we've seen that the corporates or businesses are taking a more conservative approach towards growing their offices, although we have seen an increased hiring activity, but it did not translate yet into actual growth in terms of office demand. I would like to wrap up by great news, which is coming up very soon. The Cityscape Global, with its 15th edition, will commence on the 6th of September and will run for 3 days, 6, 7, and 8 of September at the World Trade Center. This is by far the largest real estate exhibition in the Middle East and North Africa region. We're expecting to have over 300 exhibitors. Dubai Land Department will definitely be there, like every year, supporting the event and interacting with all the visitors. Over 40,000 visitors are expected to be there. I will be there myself, and Realopedia will be there. So we're excited to see you there. A lot of exciting opportunities will emerge during this version of Cityscape. I would not miss it for sure. So we'll see you there. I would like now to pass on the floor to Hiba Jaber, one of the most positive, as Mahmoud described her, trainers at the Dubai Real Estate Institute. She has single-handedly managed to train and groom hundreds or maybe thousands of real estate professionals in Dubai.
Thank you, Mohanad. This is Hiba, and now I'm joining you to kind of go over what we call the best practices list of do's and don'ts for every real estate broker in every market. I'm going to start with the list of dues. And the very first point that I want to stress here today is an actual circular that was circulated by Dubai Land Department and DREI about a couple weeks ago in August 2016, verifying how important it is for each and every broker to make sure to verify the title deed provided by your client, be it a seller or a landlord. And they've actually given you the tools to do so. So what you need to do is to download a smart app called the Dubai Broker Smart App. And what you can do through the title deed number, putting the detail of the owner, his name, the unit type, the year of the actual title deed, you can verify whether that owner is actually the owner of the property prior to you agreeing to work with them, be it a seller or a landlord. So you do definitely need to start doing that. Download it on any of your smart applications or phone applications. The next point that I kind of want to stress is really what we do at Dubai Real Estate Institute. Bylaw number 85 of 2006 came out and said every single broker who needs to practice the profession of real estate brokerage in the Emirate of Dubai needs to get licensed. Well, how do you go about getting licensed? You need to come visit us at Dubai Real Estate Institute, which is the 4th floor of Dubai Land Department, and you have to sign up for what we call a 4-day series brokers course certification program. You do the course, you pass a test, you get a certificate. The certificate basically is issued by Dubai Real Estate Institute to basically state now that you have completed the educational requirement in order for you to become a certified broker in the Emirate of Dubai. What's the next step? The next step is for you to hook or link yourself up with a registered brokerage company. So the company itself needs to also get registered under bylaw number 85 of 2006. And from there, you can get basically what we call your certification broker's card. And that's what you can technically use and start operating in the market representing sellers, buyers, landlords, and tenants. We do urge you to only work with licensed and registered brokers. And that's specifically, again, because of the law and the fact that you yourself have invested a lot of time, energy, and even money in getting your certification. So why would you want to go and split your commission with someone who didn't go through all these measures in order to get registered? Now, once you get registered, that's not it for life. What you need to do, like in any other market, whether it's international or even national, you have to renew your card every single year on an annual basis. Specifically, we ask you to do so 30 days prior to the expiration of the card. Why do you need to do that? Well, because your actual card is linked to the license of the company that issued you the card. So the company has to renew their license on an annual basis, and you would have to renew your card on an annual basis. You do not have to come in and take the courses all over again if your license is still active, but what you need to do is to actually take a test. You pass it, you get your license for another year. We want you to use your broker's card when you're representing your clients, be it at a registration trustee's office or when you visit the Dubai Land Department or RERA offices. Again, this is your professional license. Be proud of it and do expose it. The next point that I want to stress here again is how important it is for you to educate yourself on a regular basis or any law updates. As Mahmoud had said initially, there has been a lot of regulations that was actually introduced in the market, and there's going to be more to come. So whose responsibility is it to make sure that you stay updated on all the laws and regulations? Well, that's what you have to do is visit the Dubai Land Department RERA site and the DREI site to make sure that you get all the updates on anything that's upcoming. Like I mentioned, the most recent circular was issued just a couple weeks ago by RERA talking about the importance of you verifying ownership. And another tool that I can give you is usually Dubai Real Estate Institute holds an open day once a month, usually at the end of the month, where you're more than welcome to join us. It's a great opportunity for you to network with one another, other potential registered brokers in the market, and at the same time get any updates and get a lot of knowledge. And at the same time, we expect you to educate yourself and educate your clients as well on their rights and obligations. Do furnish your client with details of the negotiation. What do I mean by that? It is extremely important that you pass any type of offers that you get on a property, be it from the seller side or the landlord side, to your client. You are not in a position to decline or accept an offer on behalf of your client. And that's a huge mistake that a lot of brokers are doing in the market. So please make sure that you pass on that information to your client so he can make his own decision. And the last point that I want to stress in the do section is the importance of maintaining what we call a special transaction register. Again, that's under bylaw number 85 of 2006 that actually specified that every registered office needs to maintain a register of all transactions, be it sales or rentals, separate. So a separate transaction, a separate register for sales, separate register for rentals on a month-by-month basis. And now that RERA is actually ranking the real estate brokerage offices as of January of 2016, they do expect to take a look at those registers before they decide on your ranking. You are Dubai's ambassadors. I can't stress the importance of your job and professionalism. You pretty much are the very first people that people do meet when they move to Dubai, if they want to live here or if they want to open up a business or whatever it, or if they want to invest. So do represent the country and the laws of it accordingly. Let's move to the don'ts, and you can see it's in red, as in don't do it. Do not promise your client, but don't promise potential clients anything that you cannot deliver for the sake of winning the listing. What do I mean by that? The minute you accept to actually take a listing from a seller at higher than what the actual market price is, that's exactly what you're doing. Why? Because you simply can't sell it. So we need to make sure that we don't have such practices in the market. Do not spam, mass email, or cold call potential clients or face fines up to 50,000 dirhams. That's a very, very serious business here with RERA. They've gone again and again and again. They couldn't stress that specific circular. They've actually recently found 3 brokers in violation of that, and they did fine them 50,000. So please be aware of that. Do not advertise properties which are not for sale, fictitious listings. This is what actually, we're very proud that we are connecting with Realopedia because that's what they do. They conduct due diligence. So before they can actually allow anybody to advertise the property or to allow fictitious listings, they have certain measures and certain procedures in place to make sure that all their listings are legit. Do not represent yourself as a party to a transaction. What do I mean by that? A lot of brokers tell me, oh, does this mean I can't be a seller? I can't be a buyer? I cannot be in real estate? No, that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is, as a seller, and you are a broker, you want to sell your property, fine. As a buyer, you want to buy a property, fine, but you cannot be charging commission. So that's one thing that we really want to stress as well under your don'ts list. Do not accept a power of attorney from any party. If you are in the real estate business, you cannot also be a power of attorney holder representing your clients. Why? Simply because there has been a lot of abuse and misuse of agents holding power of attorneys, and that's why we created this rule, and as such, do not accept it. As a matter of fact, if you do accept to take or to represent your client on a power of attorney, and you go to the registration trustee's office in order to do a transfer, you may not be allowed to carry through with the transaction, which could potentially mean that you might subject your client to a defaulting clause, and we want you to avoid that. Do not represent more than one party to the deal without full written disclosure. Transparency is what we're saying. So yes, that's perfectly fine for you to be able to represent the buyer and a seller. That's what every agent aims for. However, you need to make sure that the buyer knows that you are representing the seller, and the seller knows that you are representing the buyer. And now with Contract F, which is basically one of the unified agreements that we have under emart.gov.ae, you are to make sure that you do disclose this because we force this type of transparency on you. Do not give misleading information to the buyer or the seller on the current market price. Conduct a CMA. What's a CMA? That's your comparable market analysis. Do your research. When you go and you meet with your client, be it a seller or a buyer, because sometimes you have to also manage the expectations of your buyer. He might think that the price of the property is too high. But when you do your research and you sit with him and you present him with these numbers, he's more likely to take you seriously than just coming and not being prepared for that meeting. Do not work in activities that are not permitted under your company's trade license. So if you are a brokerage company, you cannot conduct property management type of activities. That's a separate license. That actually requires 5 million to be deposited with Dubai Economic Development, which means that you can potentially do services that will not be permitted for you to be able to do under your technical regular brokerage company. Same thing now. If you do have a brokerage license, you cannot conduct or you cannot do activities related to short-term rentals. So be very clear as to what your trade license allows you to do and not do. Do not breach the privacy of your client by revealing the reason of sale. What we're specifically mentioning here or stressing is distress sales. Please, we don't like to have you advertise these type of listings, so make sure that you don't do that. Do not pressure your clients to sign a document without them reading. Again, make sure they understand that this is a legal document. It has legal ramifications. If they choose to take it home, if they choose to have it reviewed by their legal advisor, give them the time to do so. Do not tell outright lies. And then at the end, law in Dubai is strict. If you can, or if it can be proven that a real estate broker has breached the code of ethics under bylaw number 85 of 2006, the injured party has a legal cause of action and can use such a broker in court and bring claims before the competent authorities. So best of luck to you as you conduct business in Dubai. Thank you very much. And if you do have any questions, we'll leave the floor now to Laura to manage that.
Once again, we would like to give thanks to the ruler of Dubai, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, for giving us this incredible land to live in, Dubai's vision, and the opportunity to grow our business in partnership with DREI on the Realopedia platform. Dubai has given us the opportunity to bring you local to global on this platform. We would also like to thank once again Mahmoud Al-Barai, the CEO of DREI. We'd like to thank Muhannad, the Wolf of Real Estate, and Hiba Al-Jaber, a tremendous teacher at the Dubai Real Estate Institute and the do's and don'ts of the market. Please watch out for our upcoming courses on Realopedia that we will be structuring with the Dubai Real Estate Institute, and watch out for our emails and our newsletters, which will bring you news on the next webinar session in September. You will also receive an email with a link covering today's webinar presentation. Without further ado, I would like to now ask you all to raise your hands or send in questions. We will be more than happy to address the audience that is there. Let me just look out for the first question. The first question you have asked, will the courses be offered by Realopedia in Arabic, as well as what is the role of Realopedia for DREI? So I will let Mr. Mahmoud Al-Barai answer the question on Realopedia and DREI and the courses that will take place. 1 minute, please. So the first question is, what is the role, what are the courses, and the second is the role of Realopedia and DREI. So just as
well, thank you for the question. This is the starting point. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to reach as many nationalities as we can. So English, Arabic, and maybe other languages as well. And the courses that we're going to focus on is anything that will help investors and brokers doing their business, plus awareness on rental, on association, investment issues. So we are open, and what we will do very soon is a survey to know what exactly are the needs of the Realopedia participants and other people, so we can cater to them. So we will provide whatever is needed and whatever we see will be useful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahmoud, for that, for your answers. Once again, Realopedia is a global real estate portal. We bring you local to global. We will share with you the courses that will be offered at DREI. We also are a marketing and social platform for the real estate broker to network and to build deals with like-minded professionals around the world. It is very important that DREI is here with us today and our partner, as we cannot stress the importance of ethics in the real estate industry. So once again, we would like to thank everyone for participating in today's webinar. You'll receive a link of today's session. Please visit us at Cityscape. We have stands there for Harbor Real Estate, for Dubai Real Estate Institute, and for Realopedia. You are more than welcome on September the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And we will also be, along with DREI, welcoming you in Cannes in March of 2017. Thank you once again, and have a great day. Thank you.